Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. All games might count the same, but some carry a little more juice. And when you get to this point in the season, a couple of teams in the top 10 fighting for their playoff lives and positioning, this one feels a little special. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A quick pass to the left. On the move is the 30. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action with Sellers. Gets rid of it. Left side, it's Moore. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with unblemished records. Both sitting atop the conference. And both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this...
He wants to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Out wide left, it's Shelton. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Arch is going to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Right down the gut of the field. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. This matchup, 2 teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
And what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Manning from the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the return. He's brought down and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Stopped right there.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Here's Sellers to throw. Escapes the sack. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you can possibly get to the best team in the country.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sellers fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And, man, guys, we talked about this one coming in. Like, this matchup on the outside is going to go a long way in determining the game. This is really good.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the 1st down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And he's in for his second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch Madness throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Longhorn! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with the touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And he muffs it. It's loose. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's White. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the back. Turning it on. The 50. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Sellers on the play action. Moving to his left. He'll throw it. Left side is Roberts. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, it's Jackson. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Looking for the marker. Thought they could run for it on 4th and 2, and this defense able to stand tall and make the stop.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Might as well give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Arch to throw. Looking down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Third and long right here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff again. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing, Sellers. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
There was no question on that third down where the quarterback was going. It was going to be a big play. He had the matchup he wanted. Fantastic route. Great separation. Looks the football in. It's a big explosive play for the offense now, setting him up in the red zone. They're looking to add to their lead.
Rush right in his face. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns have a chance to make their defenses work productive as they come to the line. To throw, Manning. Out wide left, it's Lockett. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. On first down from their own 22. He's changing the play. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Nearly intercepted.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Manning to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Lockett. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Manning. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Longhorn. Quick strike through the air for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cross. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 14 team, the Boise State Broncos.
Sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Play action, here's Manning. Rushes on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Arch is going to throw for it. He wants it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Ohio State, 28, Texas, 14.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Using his legs, it's Jackson. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Number 25 with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Arch Madness. Moves to his right. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
And I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
2nd and long here. Here's Arch to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Texas 14. Texas.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, Manning. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Way off target there.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
From the gun, it's Smothers. They put the brakes on him.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
3rd and long coming up. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Play fake, Sellers. They're all over him. Sent it downfield. He caught it.
Pass on 1st down. Caught by the receiver. He's tackled at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Wideout trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to power it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success?
Max going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
49, Texas 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It Smothers. Swamped immediately.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making the adjustment. Here's Manning to throw. Looking for a huge play. Upstairs, he's got it. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Texas. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give. Powers through the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Has to have it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
This is so a Jesse Palmer pick. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Lets it fly. Out wide left, it's Lockett. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They go play action with Sellers. Fires on the move. Fires left side at Smith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Sellers looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. The 20. The inside. Touchdown Longhorn. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks...
Looking deep. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Ohio State, 56. Texas, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Manning, here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Left side is Lockett. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard. Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Smothers. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quick give. It's Smothers.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab on the right. Open spaces. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From deep, it's Bishop. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Arch Madness. And the timing just a hair off.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide left, it's Lockett. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted for the 11th time. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance. And the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss. And, Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never